The holiday season almost feels like an open season on indulging and eating. But as the celebrations begin to subside, what can we do to recalibrate our consumption? Jana Chelm is here to serve up some simple suggestions. Jana is a registered dietitian with MetroHealth. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So we've got Grandma's apple pie and Aunt Susan's great sweet potatoes and our famous, chocolate mousse dessert. It's a lot to try to avoid.
And you don't have to avoid it. It's important to not feel guilty for enjoying those foods, but we can still practice moderation.
Okay, well, it's good to know we can do something, but how do we practice that moderation? Any suggestions?
It's important to have a plan in place right from the beginning. So I like to suggest to my clients that they don't go to a party hungry. When we're very hungry, it makes it more difficult to make rational decisions, and it can lead to overeating. You might also survey all of the available options before you choose what you actually want to have. You can also try doing a smaller plate or using a plate for finger food, like even appetizers, so that you're more aware of your consumption.
And what should that plate be filled with?
So again, it's moderation. So I like to suggest that people choose ahead of time what do they want to indulge in, and then have a plan in place for being moderate about the other foods. So the foods that won't lead to weight gain would obviously be the fruits and vegetables. And the benefit is that they're high in fiber, so they can make you feel more full, which can prevent overeating of the more indulgent foods.
And I would assume you're doing that at parties during the holidays, but this is not bad advice to keep going forward, right?
Exactly, something we should practice all the time.
All the time, right? Never just give it up. So I've heard that if you drink a big glass of water before you eat, that can help cut down on what you actually consume at that meal. Is that true?
It might, and it's important to realize too that we often eat when we're really thirsty. So humans tend to confuse those two signals, hunger and thirst. So it can be a way to satisfy what you think is hunger when you're really just thirsty.
Mm-hmm. What should you drink when you're thirsty then?
Preferably a calorie-free beverage like water or a low-calorie beverage. You might also try doing things like adding some fresh or frozen berries for added flavor to your water if you prefer. You can also do citrus fruits or even a slice of cucumber.
So what about those flavored drinks that are already out there without adding anything, or the sports kind of drinks? Are those good or bad?
Depending on your needs. So I suggest that people look at the nutrition facts label to first see, is it a sugar substitute, is it calorie-free, or is it loaded with other things? And really, if you're not doing more than 60 minutes of vigorous activity, those sports drinks are really not necessary.
Oh, okay. How about the diet sports drinks? Is that better than the sugary ones?
Again, moderation for all things. Water would be the best choice, but the diet sports drinks won't contribute to weight gain because they're calorie-free.
Okay. So we talked about these ways, and you're going to parties, you plan ahead, think about what you're going to eat. Don't do it on impulse, I'm sure. So, but then after the holidays, what if there's still food left in the house and you've used up all that willpower already? What do you do with that stuff?
Well, if it's something that can be frozen, you might try freezing some to enjoy it in moderation at another time. You can also share it with friends or family, even bring it to the office to give to your colleagues if you choose.
Spread the pain around.
Exactly.
All right, that was great advice. Season's eatings are a part of the holidays. To keep the pounds down now and after the new year, follow Jana's recipe for moderation and healthy eating. And along with Jana and MetroHealth, all of us wish you a very happy and healthy new year.
To learn more, call MetroHealth at 216-778-7800 or log on to www.metrohealth.org.